Welcome, everybody, to baloneybrain.com. I am Used Toy, here to host Weird Wednesday. I am also John House. Joining me is my co-host, Daryl House, or Suburban Hobo. How you doing, Daryl?
Hey, I'm having another great day. You know, it's Florida. It's tennis in the morning. It's sunshine all day. We're past those cold, nasty winters. I'm in love with my state.
It's 10 degrees here.
Are you kidding?
No.
Well, you know, John, I tell everybody I'm a Buckeye by birth, but a Floridian by choice.
With this light above me, I want to like do my Moses impersonation.
Come down from that mountain. Can you part the river? Can you do that?
I can part something.
Okay, we don't have to go there. Hey, I got some good stories today, and you know what? I'm maybe not as edgy as I've been sometimes, but I like every one of my stories today. This first one is about a guy at an Applebee's. Didn't you used to manage an Applebee's a long time ago?
I did.
I like Applebee's. I like their burgers. I'm an Applebee's fan. Well, on Valentine's Day, Michael Williams went to the Applebee's in Sumter, South Carolina, and he went there for lunch. The 53-year-old tried to pay for his meal with a debit card, but it was declined. And it's what he did next that really got him in trouble. Mr. Williams tried to pay with a $1 trillion bill. Ooh. Not 100, not 1,000, not a million, not a billion, $1 trillion bill. Reports the police who were called to the scene, but they didn't arrest him for the fake currency. Rather, our would-be trillionaire friend was arrested on an unrelated charge of contempt of magistrate's court. He was sentenced to probation, the court fee, sentenced to probation, and he owes $262 in fees, but there was no word whether he tried to pay with a $262 bill. If, in case you're wondering, what is the largest denomination of currency that's available currently?
It's $100.
You might not. It's $100.
Yeah.
I would think that they had $1,000. I thought there would be something better. The $100 bill. There used to be a $100,000 bill, had a picture of Woodrow Wilson on it, but it was only used by the Treasury Department when the Federal Reserve Board and banks were exchanging money and doing things back and forth. So anyway, that's my first.
Those were printed back during the Depression. See, my history degree pays off.
Really? I didn't think anybody even thought in trillions in 1929.
They didn't have $1 trillion bill.
Oh, well, you're talking the Depression of 1929 or the one of 1990 or 2010 or what, the current recession?
Well, I've got one where a guy needs a little special corner of hell. Laughing man robs Girl Scouts collection jar.
Say it ain't so.
Escondido, California. A laughing man came out of a store, and he grabbed their cash and took off running. But he was laughing, so they thought it was a joke, and he would turn around and bring it back. But no, he kept laughing and ran all the way to his getaway. So the thing is the money was supposed to go to Operation Thin Mint, a program that provides cookies and support to U.S. troops deployed in Afghanistan.
Hang him.
Yeah. Well, once the people in the store found out, they took up a collection, and with customers as well getting involved, and they had $45 stolen from them, but the employees raised $300 to replace it.
That's the America that I know and love.
Yes,
it really is. And for the thief, you're right. May he just burn in hell. That's awful, and especially supporting our troops. Those crazy people. Just hang them already. Oh, well, this is my edgy story for the day. This is a crazy person also. Dr. David Beasley out of Atlanta for Reuters reported about a man who was accused of texting an unsolicited picture of his tattooed genitals to a...
Did it say, welcome to Jamaica, man, have a nice day?
I'm going to tell you what it says in a minute, but I tell you what, if you start laughing, I'll never get through this story.
Right.
So he said to a married mother of young children, but the state of Georgia said he did not commit a crime under Georgia's state nudity law. That was the state Supreme Court rule that Charles Lee Warren faced up to 3 years in prison after being indicted under a 1970 Georgia law that makes it illegal to send unsolicited nude photographs by mail without a proper warning on the outside of the envelope. According to prosecutors, Warren's genitals were tattooed with the phrase, are you ready for this? Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. I can't stand it. The Georgia Supreme Court said the state law did not cover photos sent electronically through a cell phone text message, and justices dismissed the criminal charge in a unanimous decision. We respectfully accept the decision of the Georgia Supreme Court, said the prosecuting attorney.
Well, Carlos Ruiz, a New Jersey man accused of stealing a sound system.
Irish?
But he was arrested because cops say he returned to the crime scene 30 minutes later because he forgot the remote control.
Well,
surveillance cameras captured him pulling up, stealing the crap around 9 o'clock. Then he broke into the house, stole the sound system and other valuables, but he returned 30 minutes later because he forgot the remote.
I'm speechless.
According to police, Ruiz was committing the crimes to fuel his heroin addiction.
Okay, that makes sense, of course. Okay, this is my feel-good story for the day. Missouri Spelling Bee hits a snag when they run out of words. After 19 rounds in the Missouri County's annual Spelling Bee over the weekend, only 2 of the 25 contestants who started the competition remained. Now, this is after 19 rounds, 2 people left. Several hours and 47 rounds later, an 11-year-old and her 13-year-old adversary had used up all of the available words, forcing organizers from the Jackson County Spelling Bee to temporarily halt the showdown. It was legendary, said Mary Olive Thompson, a library outreach manager and co-coordinator of the Saturday Spelling Bee. Sophia Hoffman, a 5th grader at Highland Park Elementary School in the Kansas City suburb of Lee's Summit, and Kush Sharma, a 7th grader at Frontier School of Innovation in Kansas City, buzzed through the list of words provided by the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Then they ran through a list of about 20 additional words that the officials picked out of the Merriam-Webster's 11th edition dictionary during the lunch break. But Bee officials decided not to pull more words from the dictionary because they feared if one speller got an easier word than the other one, then it might not really be fair. Plus the organizer said it's almost 2 o'clock. I think we're all really tired. So Saturday's competition actually went 66 rounds. Wow. Well, last year's spelling bee ended after 21 rounds. They were doing words like scherzo. Now, you, as musicians, we understand scherzo. Fantocini and intaglio, that would be with a G, intaglio, intaglio, were among the words that Kush correctly spelled in the late rounds. Sophia nailed words like schadenfreude, mahout, and Borotsky. Both of them missed what was considered to be the hardest word. It was a French word. Guy says he doesn't even know how to pronounce it. So,
it's all Greek to me.
It's pretty smart.
Oh, residents.
What do you got?
Residents say police went overboard after a 13-year-old charged with felony over snowball. Chicago police say a 13-year-old boy was arrested and charged with a felony after throwing a snowball at a police officer after a West Side Elementary School let out. The 8th grader is facing the felony that he told the Tribune that he was wrongly picked out of a crowd of kids throwing snowballs. I'm just not sure that there couldn't be a better way to handle this than a felony. Come on, it's a snowball.
I agree, and you know what? I'm guilty. As a kid, I did it. I threw snowballs at a car. Me and a bunch of guys one day, and then we ran from where we were hiding, and I guess the guy saw us. We ran into a store, a little community convenience store on the corner, and the guy came in, and he lined us up against the wall, and he wasn't violent, but boy, if words can make you bleed, we never did it again.
Well, some of the
felonies
people said that it was just going overboard to charge him with a felony, but one guy said, if the boy had gotten away with it, who's to say what he'll do next?
357 Magnum.
Yes, I'm not buying it,
Well, those crazy kids. I tell you. Well, listen, folks, it's Weird Wednesday. It's baloneybrain.com, and we are so glad that you stopped by and spent a little time with us today. Suburban Hobo and Used Toy saying bye-bye.
We'll see you next week.